Okay, hi. It's Sunday evening here on the East Coast at 6:43, and I wanted to do a quick video to wrap up week three, take us into week four. Um, let's see, and I'll also say it's the night of the super moon. It won't be this big or this bright for another 18 years or something. So if you happen to be lucky enough, like we are here in the Northeast, to be having clear skies tonight. It's really impressive. I hope to go out later and walk through the woods a little bit and really get the full effect of how bright it actually is. Okay, week three. I wasn't very active in week three, and luckily I didn't have to be. I talked to a few of you more about your capstone topics, and I think for the most part they're pretty much nailed down. I'll be looking at your assignments, all three of them, hopefully tomorrow and the next day. I'll do the capstone assignment first, so we can clarify any loose ends that need to be thought about more. Um, and then I'll do the scouring one and then the e-portfolio assignment as well, as soon as possible. Uh, let's see. I do want to commend you all for your participation the past week. Uh, as I say, I wasn't there much, uh, but you guys were really good in terms of giving one another feedback, and that was really good. I did read a lot of it this morning, and I made a comment here and there, but you did fine without me. Okay? Uh, Now, this coming week, week four, uh, well, now the class really shifts into overdrive, right? Because now you have to start doing your literature review uh, independently, and we're going to be reading sections of Bowman and Deal and have an illustrative case study each week. Okay, so we'll be discussing Bowman and Deal and the illustrative case study in the discussion forums, and I think there'll be just an ongoing discussion forum as well, just for comments about how you're doing in your literature review and the uh, capstone progress. Okay, uh, let's see. Uh, so I made an announcement this morning about who's going to be discussion forum leaders, right, for the coming weeks. So I think this week it's Natalie, Sarah, and Z. So the three of you get together, decide which of the discussion forums each of you are going to lead us in. Remember that, uh, yes, you're doing the leading of the discussion forum, but 7 to 9 thoughtful posts in any of the forums gives you full credit. Uh, okay, what else? Structural. The frame we're going to be reading about this week is the structural frame. Excuse me, my nose is really stuffed here. Uh, let's see. The structural frame. This is where you look at the organization basically through the lens of its structure, right? The organizational chart, the roles and responsibilities that everybody is assigned, and the notion that the structure of the organization follows function, right? So you try to structure your organization to be as efficient and effective and economical as possible, uh, under the assumption that if you structure it properly, well, then everybody will do the roles and responsibilities, will perform the roles and responsibilities that have been assigned them, and everything will work like clockwork. Okay, that's the notion of the structural frame. We know in real life that doesn't always happen, but it's also really true that if you don't have the right people in the right places and then give them the right roles, responsibilities, and authority, that your organization doesn't have a chance of working either, right? So, uh, We'll be reading about that in Bowman and Deal. We'll also be looking at a case study about a megachurch and how it is organized in order to maximize its goals, and that was to bring more people into the church and to give those people who were inside the church the richest possible experience. And so you'll see in the case study how they basically structure the activities of the church and the roles and responsibilities of different people in order to maximize that goal. So don't get hung up on this being a case study about the church and what the church believes or doesn't believe. That's not really the point of the case study. Rather, it's to see how, if you are really clear on what your function is and you're really good at creating a form that follows that function, you can be very effective. Okay? All right, what else am I supposed to talk to you about here? I think that's really it. So hopefully you're really ready to, as I say, go into hyperdrive and to move along. Now, the one thing I will say, yeah, get into hyperdrive, because you got to do both. You got to do the Bowman and Deal, and you got to do your literature review. Now, the literature review, I don't think has an assignment this week, but it's coming next week, so don't let things slide, right? Your capstone, if you take it little by little, it'll work great. If you do like I used to do in undergraduate, not in graduate, but in undergraduate, where I kind of let everything slide and then I read a lot, you'll get the grades that I got in undergraduate school. Oh gosh, let's not go there. But if you do like I did in graduate school and read and studied all the way along, you will do fabulous, and you will what? You will get the most out of this capstone that you can, and it'll be a really fun experience. Okay? I think that's all for now. Give a call if you have any issues along the way. Yeah. Don't let things slide in this course. Because these are the stepping stones that are going to make 670 enjoyable and fun and doable. So if you get stuck on any step along the way, call early and often. Okay. Guess that's all. I think I've sniffed enough. Sorry about that. And we'll let it go. Bye-bye.